Check. Hey guys, can you guys hear me? Give me a second. Let me just check. Yeah, I think you guys can hear me. Wonderful. How is everyone? All can hear me clearly, see me clearly. How is everyone doing? All okay, all good? Yes. Wonderful. We'll just wait for a few more seconds for people to join and then we'll basically begin the entire session. Okay. Today is going to be a very fun and quick session. We're going to do a little bit of swing trading analysis. We're going to look at some swing stocks that is on the radar, some breakout stocks that are looking very interesting for next week. So we are going to look at all of that today, right? So we're going to have some fun time. So let's quickly begin before a lot of people come into the stream. I think many people are coming right now. So that is something that is going to look interesting. Okay, sure. Are you guys ready? All good. Let's begin. Let's quickly do some Nifty analysis before we go into everything. Yeah. Can you guys see my screen now? Can you guys see my screen? Let me show you Nifty here. Okay, wonderful. As you guys know, we are also powered by Grow Network, and with them, we have actually grown our channel with respect to content research and all of that quite aggressively. And we've been able to do multiple other things. So if you want to invest in Grow, you can definitely go check out the link in the description. Somebody is saying you look more handsome in clean shape face. Thank you, Sid Parekh. Getting there, slowly getting there. Okay, coming to Nifty. So as we all know, Nifty has not given great returns in the last 1 year, right? We all agree to that. We all know this. But it's okay, right? Because there are some companies that are doing really well over the last few days as well. So we're going to quickly look at some companies today. And Nifty has finally broken this 25,000 curse. It has finally gone about 25,000, which it was struggling. Right now, there is a resistance at 25,200. This is one resistance that it's facing. So hopefully it is going to break it. But from an overall standpoint, it looks very positive, mainly because the Nifty is in a nice bullish trend right now. And I also feel that everything has been baked into the market. What do I mean by baked in? I think all the bad news, all the good news has been baked into the market. If you look at it, do you remember that this Trump tariff situation came in, the market did not move. The market did not care too much. The GST cuts came in, the market did not move, the market did not care too much. So whether it is the GST cuts or whether it is bad news like Trump tariff, the market did not take a lot of problematic situation to it, and it has come to a point where it really honestly does not care anymore. Market is only saying one thing: boss, show me the earnings. If you show me the earnings, then I will go up. If you don't show me the earnings, then there is no point of us discussing with each other. And that is what Nifty is basically doing right now. And you can see everything over here. Right, Nifty in the last 1 year has not done anything since September. We're back to September. We're not even come back to our all-time high, which is 26,200. It's going to take some time. Maybe it might happen around Diwali or after Diwali is what even I'm thinking of. But yes, overall, I think we are in an okay zone. But for people who are sitting and doing SIP, I think for you guys, this is a very good zone. Because we are in a very good zone right now, because you're getting a very good average to keep going ahead, right? So that is what it is. Now, before we go ahead, let me give you some updates very quickly for all the people who have been asking me in the members community, in the normal community as well. So let me give you some updates. First, I think some of you guys asked me about the small case. So small case, there was a small compliance issue from my side. I was waiting for something from SEBI. I think that just came out yesterday. So I think now all the paperwork and everything is in process. So mostly in just two weeks, we should launch. So we are now currently tentatively looking at Gandhi Jayanti, which is October 2nd as the launch date. So that is something that we're looking at for the small case perspective. And I had already given you the thesis of small case before. I think we had put in the members only section. So that is something that is going to come out. So I'm very excited for that, because we have some very good small cases on that. Second, we had also launched the 7-bar community for our community members. For all the people who don't know what 7-bar is, that was our swing trading cohort that we launched recently. And it's just been, I think August 15th we launched. So that is a swing trading community that a nice amount of people have joined. So we are now also looking at giving trades in US over there. Because the Indian market is not doing great, we have also started giving some trades in the US market. Obviously, we have trades in Indian market also, but we have some trades in the US market also. So that is basically what is going. So that is the quick update from my side. Now let us quickly jump into the meat of the conversation today and look at some breakout stocks for next week. Got it? All clear? We're all ready? Yeah, let's go. Give me one sec. Okay, now you can see my screen. Now, Coming to surfers, have you heard of something called surfers? Have you heard of this concept called surfing? Right, all of us know what surfing is, right? We've heard of this term called surfers from Western media and all of that. People like going on a wave and they like surfing the wave and, you know, relaxing, chilling and all of that. So in the world of trading, there is also a concept called surfers. Now, I've not heard other people talking about surfers. This is something I maybe have created myself, but I like surfers a lot. I literally have an entire sheet of surfers in my entire domain, right? Now, what is surfers? Now, we usually put in the EMAs, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever, right? The moving averages, as we call it. So there's 20-day moving average, 10-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 100-day and 200-day. How do we do that? We just go to indicators and search for EMA, and then it comes here 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, or 20, 50, 100, 200. Now, what is surfers? There are a lot of companies that will surf this entire wave. Now, this company, for example, Gabriel. So from a fundamental standpoint, though, it is definitely doing well. Currently, PE 71, slightly overvalued, 17,000 crore market cap. EPS has been growing since the last 5 quarters. And if EPS is growing in the last 5 quarters, the stock is also, as you can see, growing in the last 5 quarters. Since the last 1 year, the stock has gone up. And now they gave a very good result. The auto ancillary space is doing well. And from what we can see, it is surfing on the red line, which is the 20-day moving average. And it is taking support as well on the 10-day moving average. So these are some companies I love playing personally. Why do I love playing such companies personally? It's because I have a very clearly defined risk reward ratio. If I had to put a risk reward ratio, and if I had to buy, let's say here, this 20-day moving average is my risk, right? So if it goes below this, I can also say that my surfing is over, right? My entire surfing game is over. So I will put my stop loss here, which is around 4%, and I can give a target of at least 10% over here, because it is just surfing, and I'm assuming that the next 2-3 weeks will go into surfing. So these type of trades, I look at it from a surfer standpoint. I don't take one trade, obviously I take multiple trades, but this comes into my picture of a good risk reward ratio kind of a investment. Now, if you look at this, it is also in stage 2. Stage 2 means it is a good company, it is going well, and this company right now looks very well from a long-term standpoint as well. So when the fundamentals are good, when they are surfing, when they are in stage 2, and there's an order block, this green thing is an order block. That means a lot of people have bought in these two zones. So it's very difficult for it to fall below these two zones as well. And that is something that I love playing. Have you guys understood till now? So this company, we will definitely have to track. Maybe next week we will look at it again. Maybe we will see where it goes. But if I had to make the decision on this, it would be something like this. Obviously, this is not a buy or sell decision. So that is something we give only in our 7-bar community. But this is basically how I would play this for at least 1 or 1.5 weeks. And we will again see it again after 1.5 weeks, and we will see what is going on with this company, right? Another similar surfer is there. This is a smaller company, SME based type. Not SME, actually, it's 10,000 crores. But this is a company called Gina Seco. Does the exact same thing, 20-day surfer, right? The red line, as you can see. Every time it hits the red line, it starts moving up. Once it moves up, it consolidates and then starts moving up again, right? So this is a company that we are also looking at constantly. And this again is in the surfing mode, right? But this honestly is very, 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 very overvalued. A lot of funds have taken this community as well. A lot of funds have taken this company as well, but it is currently extremely overvalued, both from an EV EBITDA standpoint. From all standpoints, it's overvalued. So that is why it would be very risky to take this. But again, here, if you had to design the risk reward ratio, right now it's here, right? See, the risk reward ratio automatically looks off, because if I have to go down to 20-day moving average, my risk becomes 10%, and I don't want to take 10% on a swing trade. And if that happens, the reward becomes very unfavorable. So that is why I don't like it. And I'll wait for mean reversion to happen. What is mean reversion? The stock will eventually come to 10-day moving average, and then take some time, take a pause, like how it always takes a pause for 7 to 10 days. And then it starts moving up again. So I'm going to wait for it to pause here more. And after that, when it's going to break out, it will break out, and we will have some good fun with that. Another company is Nykaa. So Nykaa is doing really well. If you look at all the platform companies, they have been riding like there's no tomorrow. Look at this. This company also keeps riding. It usually rides on 100-day, which is not a good sign. But right now it has been riding the 10-day moving average, but a little bit of weakness is coming into this 10-day. Again, their results have been good, but their PE and all of that is way too overvalued. So slightly risky, but again, very, very, very interesting over here, right? Now coming to base breakout. So this is one strategy, which is, I would call it trenders. And I have an entire watch list of trenders, right? I call this my weekly trender. So this is a daily chart. If I go back to weekly chart, just look at this. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't see this. I just saw this right now. Okay. So this is my weekly trending chart. I mean, weekly trenders or weekly surfers, I call it, right? So look at this. This is Abbott India. Now, Abbott always comes to this blue and orange zone and then takes a rebound. So right now, just like how history has defined it, it has, see this, over time, how many years? From 2018, it is in a momentum. Look at this. From 2018, it has been going constantly above it. It has never broken 200-day moving average. It has given 552% return since 2018. And every time it comes to this zone, which is the yellow line and the red line, every time it comes towards the yellow red or the yellow red blue, it takes a rebound every single time. Right now, it has reached the yellow. It might come anywhere between this zone. So this zone for me, according to historic data, would be a good entry point. Now, again, doesn't mean that if it goes there, it will go up. It might not go up. It might come down. But if my risk reward ratio is defined, then this surfer is beautiful. And in this, why I show you surfers or why I do surfers, why I love surfers, is because I make a lot of money just through surfers on swing trading. Because I always enter at the surfing zone and I exit at the top. Again, I enter at the surfing zone and exit when the mean goes slightly far away from the 20-day. And it always does that every single time. Every time it goes too far away from this red line, it becomes a problem. So always when it goes to 10, this blue line, I try to take a position and wait. And then I try to see if it goes too far away from the red line, then I start churning out my portfolio at this point, right? And this is just one stock. I have like a full list of, I would call it my surfers, right? Look at this, another surfer, Airtel. Airtel has not gone down only. Look at this. From 2023, it's been surfing on the red line, which is your 20-day moving average. And right now it is back on the red line of 20-day moving average. It is just surfing from the last 139%. It has been surfing on 20-day moving average. It has been surfing, which is quite unbelievable, honestly, right? So that is basically one strategy that I use internally for myself. Obviously, the risk reward is very different compared to other risk reward. Coming to the next one, this is another company called RBL Bank. So look at RBL Bank, right? Again, by the way, none of this is a buy or sell recommendation. I'm just showing it to you from a learning standpoint. This also looks really well because RBL Bank has this resistance zone, this zone, which is that 270 mark, is 270 to 280. This 10-point zone has been its biggest problem, right? And it is trying to break out. So it did try to break out, right? It did try to break out. It actually went to 280 and then again got rejected, like how we all get rejected from our exes. And then it started taking support again. So now very likely that if it breaks this 280 zone, it is going to be a fun journey. And the stop loss again here is like a 4% stop loss with a 10% reward ratio. And this again looks very, very, very interesting, right? Again, surfer, more positive momentum, stage 2, P ratios are okay, 29P. I mean, we don't look at P here, you look at PB, but everything looks very interesting from that standpoint. So this we will observe next week what is going to happen. As I said, not everything will work. Some might work, some might not work. But that is something we need to look at. Now we have another company called Manappuram, which is recently doing a turnaround. Again, this is the breakout zone. This was a base breakout, but I'm showing you all base breakout setups, right? This is a base breakout with good amount of push over here, came back, retested, now has taken a ping off effect again. Now we want to see where this can go over time. But again, very interesting setup. I think this will, on all chances, this should do well. But again, no idea. Let's see. If you take a position here, stop loss is very less because this is the range breakout. So if I had to go for the stop loss, this would be my stop loss, which is just 5%. And the target here, if I look at it from the past, whenever it breaks out from a particular range, it usually gives around 15 to 17% return, right? So even if I take a basic whole number, let's go to a whole number of 325, that would be my first target. And obviously it won't go up straight away like this. It never goes up like this. It'll go up, come down, go up, come down, go up. Eventually after maybe 1, 2, 3 months, it'll give me a 15 to 25% range like that, right? So that is something that we are looking at. Another company, very interesting. Look at this 1020 rider, Nava. Okay, this is something that we are again looking at. Now, don't ask the question, Shashank, how do you find this? That is a very complicated process and that we are not revealing to anyone because that is the edge that we have to find such interesting setups. We do give most of the setups to our 7-bar community, but we also take some trades internally, but that is not what we give there because there we give better setups. Here we give very high risk reward setups for ourselves, right? Which is very risky when it fails or when it doesn't fail. So this again is a very risky setup because it has already given a massive run up, but it's making a very interesting setup here, right? Very big tightness is being made here. And this is just waiting to either explode on the upper side or go down straight away to the bottom side. So this is something again we're looking at. I'll make a range and keep. If I have time next week, I can look at this and see how our thought process has played out from last week to this week, right? So if I had to keep a range here, the target would definitely be 800, which is a whole number, and this I would take it down here. This would be my risk reward around 1.77 is what I would look at, right? Coming to the next one, AB Capital. This has been going on and on and on. Just look at this company, okay? From when it has started here in March, it has not stopped only, it has gone berserk. And if you look at it from a long-term standpoint also, they have been going up. This is a holding company, okay? Again, it did a base breakout over here since 2018. Finally, it broke out. Look at this. Finally, this cup and handle kind of situation has happened where you can see the cup handle. So now the cup and handle breakout has happened. It will take a long time to go up, and it has multiple businesses under it. AB Capital has insurance business. It has a lot of other businesses in AMC business that's growing well. So a lot of good businesses are into this as well. So this is something which is very interesting. Right now looks good. A lot of order block has come here. So that means the market should ensure that it is here. And if I had to take a risk reward on this, I would take it at around 6% over here. And the reward would go almost, this is a longer term target, so reward could go almost 20%, and this maybe I'll take it down a little bit here to the order block. This is how I would play this, right? But this is a long term game. This won't go up very fast, because if you see, it doesn't go up very, very fast. It takes its own time to actually go up, right? I'll take Q&A in the next 5 minutes, guys. Don't worry. Let me quickly show you some of the setups. This is another setup, Lotus Labs. This is something we have already internally. But this we had bought, I think, almost at 400-ish levels. We had bought it somewhere here, right? We had bought Lotus Labs here, and we're still holding it thanks to one of our research guys internally who found this turnaround happening very soon. I think 450 or something was his average buying price in our account. I think his name is Pratham. I think most of you guys know him from 1%. So he's obviously our in-house research expert, and he's been very bullish about this company. So almost 91% gain has happened because of Pratham's amazing pick on Lotus Labs, right? Now, have we removed it a little bit? We have exited, but we have not exited the entire amount. We're still holding because we feel another, according to his research, we feel another few quarters are there for bullishness. But this, again, from a technical standpoint, that is from the fundamental standpoint. From a technical standpoint, you see, again, tightness is being created, about to blow up again. So this is something what we're looking at, right? Coming to Apple, this, again, a beautiful IT company. Now, fundamentally, this IT company has been amazing, right? Right now, it's not growing from the last few years. Now it has broken out. And if you look at this, if I go back to a weekly chart, you will see how Apple looks like. Look at this. Beautiful, right? Very good IT company. Okay, has been growing fundamentally constantly. Only problem with Apple is that they keep doing acquisitions to grow. You get my point? They keep doing acquisitions to grow. They don't grow organically. And they had this massive range that they were trading in for almost 4 or 5 years. And now it has broken out. But it's a very beautiful EBITDA margin company, very beautiful company from a long-term standpoint. Everything is very interesting, but only their base business is not growing very fast. But that is from a fundamental standpoint. From a technical standpoint, it looks very interesting, both from a daily candle and a weekly candle perspective. It is looking to start its new journey on the upper side. Okay, so that is something interesting. Are you guys enjoying it till now? Are you guys enjoying these setups till now? Very beautiful ones, right? That I'm showing you, very cream of the crop, right? Not some stupid setups. All of them are like waiting to move in the next 1 week. I think you should, from a learning standpoint, just look at it. Don't take any trades in this. From a learning standpoint, just look at it and try to understand how to learn from this, right? Just see next week if any of these stocks go up or go down, then we will know, oh, okay, out of this, maybe 3 went up, 2 went up, something is moving in the direction of going up and all of that, right? So very, very, very interesting on that. Coming to last base breakout, Astra Micro. Now, again, this whole sector has suddenly become trending. It was in a positive momentum, then became negative momentum, positive, negative. Now it seems like it is again making the positive momentum upwards. So this is something that is again looking very interesting from our end, right? Fundamentally, I'm not I don't know about this company fundamentally too much. I've not done a good research on this, but from a range breakout perspective, this looks very nice. Now coming to IPO setups. Now IPO setups, again, these IPO setups are very interesting. So one of the companies is a company called Bellrise. So if you look at Bellrise, again, it was a surfer, came down, took some break here, and the order block is here, which is a massive sell side block that is there. 24 PE, 12,000 crore market cap. Right now, it's trying to create a lot of momentum. If this momentum sustains and it starts breaking out from this 150 range or whatever this range, and it somehow passes out this range as well, then it starts flying again. So this is a very good IPO based breakout that is there. Another IPO is Prostram Infosystems. Again, here it is trying to do a cup and handle kind of a system. This is the base. It has not reached the point yet. It is coming to its base breakout zone. Only after it crosses this zone, which is 240, it looks very interesting from that perspective. Until that, it is not looking extremely interesting, right? So that is just showing you some different setups so that you understand various type of setups also. Now coming to US markets. Do you want to see US markets? Are you guys interested? Because my team has actually made a nice watch list for US market. If for people who like to invest in US, I have done some US stocks as well. So if you like to see it, we can go through that, or we can go into Q&A. Okay, you guys want to see it. Let's go into the USA section. Now in USA, the most controversial company, Palantir, nobody knows what they do. They do a lot with your, who was that guy? They do a lot with the CIA, and it had become very overvalued. If you remember, it went up, fell down, but now it says, screw all of you, I'm going back up again, right? So US is again looking interesting. And if you look at NASDAQ, one second, let me check my global watch list. So if you look at NASDAQ is almost at an all-time high. Not almost at an all-time high, it is at an all-time high, and it has broken the all-time high. But NASDAQ is supremely overvalued, because even NASDAQ does the surfing on the 20-day moving average, which is the red line. Right now, it has gone very far away from the 20-day moving average, which usually suggests that there is a 3 to 4 day fall that is expected. There will be a fall where it comes back to the red line. So there is a small fall expected in the NASDAQ because everything's a little overvalued. And that is what we're looking at, right? If I look at our market, we're okay. And gold also has reached the same point where a small fall can come anytime soon. So that is what we keep looking at internally, right? Because I have to look at everything from a macroeconomic standpoint. Now, Palantir was one. ARC Innovation, this is an ETF for all the people who want to see ETFs. This is an ETF. It is setting up nicely. So we're waiting to see if it actually works or not. ARC ETF is by Kathy Wood, and she has companies like Tesla and some other companies there. So very interesting company there. So this is something we're keeping a track, because what happens is this is very similar to your VCP as well. There is some volatility, but it's become a positive volatility here. So we're just waiting for it to like give us some confirmation to break out from 78. If it breaks out from 78, then it starts looking very interesting again, right? Coming to Robinhood is doing so well. Recently, Robinhood from a fundamental standpoint has also launched short selling for retail investors in US, because we keep a track of all the news that is coming out for some companies we track. So that is also something that is looking good. It has just given a breakout. It is coming back to retest in this 20 EMA zone, and it should take a ping off and start moving up in the other direction. And if you look at the fundamentals of this, look at the EPS growth on the right. Insane EPS growth. And it's not just Hood, but it is also your other companies that are there. Which is IKBR, Interactive Brokers. They're also doing really well from a chart perspective. Then we have your favorite Microsoft. Microsoft is trying to do a reversal. Just look at Microsoft here. Okay, for all the people who like seeing charts, just look at Microsoft here. From here, it only did surfing on the 10-day moving average till here. It is unbelievable. It never broke the 10-day moving average from here to here, giving a 21% gain in a matter of just 3 months. Unbelievable. Now again it fell down suddenly. As soon as it fell down, huge amount of buy side liquidity came here, and now it is trying to do a reversal back to its all-time high. And Microsoft had given a great result. A lot of stuff happened. Nano Banana came in. Their Google, sorry, not Nano Banana. Microsoft did a great result. Everything. So now it is going to go back to that zone as well. So this is something that is very interesting. Coming to DoorDash, Unloka, Swiggy, Zomato types. Again, that is also doing really well. If you see, it is currently surfing. It has to break this zone out, which is 270. So we're keeping a lot of companies on track. And I usually only, I do this thing where I only invest in NASDAQ 100. I do not invest in something which is not NASDAQ 100. I prefer NASDAQ 100. And if NASDAQ 100 is good, only then it starts working out better for me, right? So these are some companies that we're looking at. Kratos Defense. Look at the setup. Look at the setup. It took a pause. It came up, took a pause, waiting to blast again. Right? It has a lot of sell side liquidity on top, but if it breaks this range, the next range is 100 directly over here. And the last company is Oklo, another very interesting company looking here, right? Very, very, very close to a range breakout at this point. If it breaks out this zone, then again, sky is the limit for this. It will go up to 100 easily. right? Another 10-20% gain can be looked at from this perspective. So very, very, very interesting companies from that perspective. So I hope you guys have seen it. I know a lot of people are asking about the 7 bar. The 7 bar is currently closed. We're not taking any more people. We will be taking it somewhere around October mid. As of now, there is no way to join the 7 bar framework, right? Because we only had a few amount of people join in the founders batch. And that is something that we have taken forward. And then we will join now next October 15th ke baad hi, because now we have small case launch coming up around October 2nd. Only that. Okay, let's do a quick Q&A. We have few minutes left. Let's take 2 to 3 questions from the audience very quickly. And then we can break. Any questions you guys have? 2 to 3 questions we can take on this. Yes. Can you please check Accenture of the US market? Yeah, sure. Let's try Accenture. Let me check. Accenture is in a very bad zone. It's a very negative chart. It is below 200-day moving average. It does not look good at all. For whoever asked it, definitely not looking good. It's in a very negative zone, and there is no signs of positivity coming as well. Manpreet should come around 2nd of October. Remember, we spoke about small cases that are coming, which is the small case C, fluid C, which is coming in, which is the compounding basket. But we might have a small surprise for people who also wanted the other small case. So we will mostly reveal it towards the end. We're still thinking about it. So let's see. Yeah. What else? Any other question or any other stock you guys want me to look at? Can we invest Nasdaq 100 through mutual fund? I think they've blocked it right now. Earlier it was there. Right now they have kind of blocked it. So I don't know about that, honestly. Right? What are the other companies you want to look at? Guram Naveen wants to look at VBL. We can. Still looking negative. VBL still looking negative. No buy side. No buy coming in as of now. So still looking negative. Yeah. Is the small case under 50K? Yes, it's under 50K. As you guys requested, we made it under 50K. So all of that is also coming into the picture. Yeah. What else? Beam. Okay. Let me check Beam. Not giving any. What is this, bro? It's dead. What is this? Why would you even want to look at such companies? There are such good companies. That's why I said don't go beyond Nasdaq 100. Your wealth will just go away completely. Just focus on Nasdaq 100 and then it's good. Intel was doing a turnaround with the US government taking a good amount of stake, but you see there's so much problem with Intel yet. There is no positivity. See, because for the stock to go up, we also need a little bit of fundamental logic to kick in, right? That fundamental logic has not come in yet. So that is something that is definitely missing out over here, right? Let's take one last question. AMD is doing well. Right now, it's taking a pause. As you guys know, this is a company that even I'm very bullish on. So it did go up quite aggressively in the last few months. As you can see here, it went up very, very, very fast, almost 140% from its low. Sadly, I didn't invest there. I invested around 108. So I made around 60-70% return on that. Now it has come down and now it is planning to go up again. So it usually takes a break. Right now, it's taking a break and then the next target is still 208. Everything looks bullish from that perspective. So let's see what happens on that side. Okay. I hope you guys got a very good idea of all the swing stocks that are there right now. I hope you guys are enjoying that. By the way, did you guys see the podcasts that are coming out on the channel? Such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful podcasts that have come out. Whether it was Ashish Somaya, whether it was Gajendran, such amazing podcasts have come out on the channel in the last few days. Please go check it out if you have not checked it out. Okay. Awesome. I think that is it. Bajaj Finance, let's check. Yes, Bajaj Finance recently did a nice breakout, man. Very, very, very good breakout. Look at this. Boom. Super breakout. Now it will obviously come down to retest. And that is where a good opportunity will also come here. So the breakout has been very, very, very good, Vivek. Correct. You are absolutely right. The breakout has been amazing. And this is something that will go up very soon. So I'm very excited for the launch of the small case that is coming out in the next maybe 15 days. I'll keep you guys updated on it. I'm also going abroad for another 14 days from September 17 to October 1st. I would not be in the country, but I will do as much as possible. I will see if I can do some live sessions from outside India as well, right? Awesome. Again, guys, thanks for joining in for this session, and also want to thank Grow for powering us. If you have any doubts or any questions on investing, you can definitely go check out the link in the description and use the Grow app for any investments that you want. Awesome. This is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Any other charts, any interesting companies, you can put in the comment section below and I will come and check it out for you guys. Okay. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.